Good evening. My name's Max. I'm gonna go by Mr. Max. I haven't got the other thing up there yet. Uh, some things I haven't figured out about YouTube, but I will. I posted videos before on here. It was Max something. I don't remember exactly. But right now, about 2 weeks ago, I bought an Audi S4, 4.2 liter V8, and I don't know which way works better, this way or this way. I'll have to find that out later, but I guess probably this way. And the car behind me is a Honda Civic, and this is a Kia, and you just see a glimpse of the Audi. That's the Audi I just bought about 2 weeks ago. $1,300. And the Kia's mine, the other one, the blue car, is my brother's. And this is his truck also. They don't run right now. They got messed up. Sorry, that one. But currently the car runs and drives. I get some more tires for it, but I'm not really worried about tires right now because there's other stuff that I have to get fixed before then. The axles, I had to get 3 axles, which I'm just gonna buy 4. If it was only 1 or 2, I wouldn't worry about getting all 4. But if you go to the Audi dealership or any advanced parts store, you will pay more money for the parts. And I have to get motor mounts. I'll get the transmission mount too, and the rear mount for the rear end of the car. I wound up replacing it for the heck of it, and because it's probably never been replaced, or might have been replaced over the years. 2004 Audi S4, 4.2 liter Quattro. I think it's bones. I think it's stock. When I got the car, that's the way it looked, except for the headlights. My brother had an Audi A4 at one time, and them headlights he bought for the car, and he ordered the wrong ones by accident, and that was for a B6, not a B5 or B4. I can't remember which one it was. And he got the wrong one. Headlights. So I gotta pay him $100 for these. But when they came in shipping, that blinker on the inside over there wasn't in it. So now I gotta go and order another headlight. If I order one headlight by itself, it'll cost more money just to order one than it will just to order the whole set again. And hopefully they're all gonna be there this time when I gotta do that, which will be a while. Probably a few months. This is actually gonna be my project car. That's my personal car that I drive every day. Besides the axles, engine mounts, probably transmission mount too. I'll replace them. I already said. And I get the radiator support. I get another radiator because whoever did the work to the front end, I guess they bought the parts themselves and didn't order the right parts for this car. Well, they kind of messed up on that part when they did that. They ordered a radiator for an A4 instead of an S4 Audi, and they also put it upside down. So where the coolant lines are supposed to be on this side, if I remember right, I think it's for the engine oil cooling or the transmission cooling lines. It's supposed to be on this side hooked up to the radiator. Well, That's on that side. I'll show you when I pop the hood. But how you see the car, this is how the car was when I bought it. Rims, tires. I got my car really parked really close. But it's a really good car. And I just had to replace, I ordered another tag bracket because the other one was missing the bolt holes. But that bracket that holds the tag in place itself, this little bracket right here. You can't really see it, but well, now you can. This bracket right here, not the one that says Kia LaGrange, but this one. I ordered it and put it on the car myself. That little bracket right there, I had to go to the dealership to get it. Where I live here in Georgia, the bracket ran $179 and some odd cents just for that little bracket. And the exhaust is how it is now. That's how it was when I bought the car. Dual pipes, true dual exhaust coming out the back. It's the X pipe underneath. You probably won't be able to see it that good because it's not too daylight right now. It's getting a little dark outside. But that's underneath the car. The car sets really low. It's on cool springs, aftermarket ones. Not sure. I don't remember the name of the cool springs. That's the only car. My guess they run from, I'm just gonna throw a price range out there for the cool springs. Probably between $5,000 to $2,000, somewhere around there. So don't get me wrong with that. And I'll have to get the name on the cool springs. When I do the axles, I'll show you a video of them. And also the upper control arms are aftermarket also. And right now, popping the hood. Yeah, these little latches. I had to take this off too because it's not screwed onto the car. These ain't like they're supposed to be. But whoever had it, factory hood, but it's missing a bracket where it latches to right here. And this thing's messed up also. They got it pushed into place, shoved in there, not bolted in or anything else. That's the radiator hose for the top of the car, top radiator hose, which ain't supposed to be right here at all, because whoever put it in stuck it upside down. It don't overheat or anything else. I let it run for about an hour to 2 hours. It's sitting still, idling. It does fine, not too bad. I had drained the coolant and everything out of it. It needs an oil change. It needs brake fluid, brand new brake fluid, power steering fluid. All it's got to be changed out. When I got the car, needed a battery, needed a belt. So I saw both of them problems. Bought the battery for, I got a discount because where I work at. And the battery was $120, $140. After you take the other battery back, you get a 20% discount. Well, $20 off for taking the other battery back. This air filter right here came from my Pontiac I had, or the Camaro. I had a Pontiac G6 and I also had a Camaro V6. I kept this air filter. I'm glad I did, because this car didn't have a filter at all. Well, nothing right here, empty. Anything gets sucked into the air box, into the air system. Gets sucked into the air system. And it was a little dirty, so I had to clean off the thing right there on the end. Mass air sensor works still. Nothing with the exhaust system wrong. It does have an exhaust leak. I gotta get that fixed also. Like at one time they replaced the harness for, if they done it right and didn't screw it up. But it looks like the harness been replaced for the fuel injectors. Because every fuel injector, the wire's been spliced together right here and right here. On every one of them's like that. You're probably wondering why it's this hose right here. when I bought the car, it was like this. Don't ask me why. But it works. It stays cool. Don't overheat. Fans kick in still. And it's not really much running work right here on the front, so you actually have to pull this radiator support off to get anything right here on the front end of the car. Which is a little pain in the butt, not too bad. I replace this bracket, get a whole new one, buy another hood because of this, and this nut's that's broken. Probably some of these are probably stripped, I don't know. But this hood latch don't work at all. And it's also, I'll probably not get it right now, but never mind, there it is. This is for the hood latch cable. That's the hood latch cable right there that I'm holding with my fingers. That one. I just got it slid right here. It's not hooked up or anything there, or anything to the dash or anything like that. Windows are tinted. The car is lowered to about all the way to the ground. It still has ground clearance. It's not too low or anything. But inside the car, this is the passenger seat. I'm either gonna order another seat for the car, both front seats, and replace them. But since they actually still have really good cushioning and the side boasters are still good, they're not too messed up, I'm just gonna have this seat rewrapped and keep it. However much that's gonna cost, I don't know the price on that. But when I go to do that, I will let y'all know. And the radio's in the trunk. Yeah. So, and the air conditioning don't work. The fans don't. None of that kicks on. You press it, won't come on or anything else. I check some of the fuses. I actually need to just pull the fuses and figure out which ones are blown, figure out which ones are not blown. But from what I've seen, most of the fuses are actually good. There's nothing wrong with them at all. And another thing was, I got another boot for this little guy here because don't know why I stuck this on here for the shifter. Yeah, y'all know what y'all know. Y'all know what this is. I can't remember. I don't know the name of it, but they got stuck inside out. Looks actually pretty neat for that, but it's not really good for a shifter because where it sits. And for my e-brake, yeah, I tried relatching the cables right here, right underneath the back of here. This little thing, it don't work like it's supposed to. I looked at a video on YouTube about it. Tried to reattach them myself. I couldn't reattach them. It wouldn't let me. And it wasn't staying in place like it's supposed to, which kind of sucks. But I will crank the car up for a little bit, let it run until it needs to. I was gonna drive it yesterday, but didn't know the motor mounts was completely gone. But they're gone. But I'll let it run for a little bit. This don't work. The other thing don't work here. And the other one don't work over here. None of them work. That works. That works. Speedometer gauge works. Fuel gauge works. Gauge cluster. I gotta get a call. I'm gonna order a brand new one from Audi down the line. Get it replaced so I know what the exact mileage is for the car. And get all that fixed. I ran it up to 6,000 RPMs. Motor's fine. Nothing wrong with the motor. Nothing's wrong with the transmission. All that's good. So I don't know what the original miles is on the car as it is right now when I bought the car from the dealership. From what they have it as, they got it listed as 105,000 miles. But I'm not sure what the mileage is on the car. If I could set my phone up right, I would. Y'all probably hear it a little bit. It actually sounds really good inside the car too. When I did drive it a few times, which would have been nice for y'all to hear. But right now, I don't have no insurance on the car at all. I'm waiting on the title and everything to come in the mail from the dealership. It has to go through Georgia state and everything else. Besides that, most lights in the interior don't work. They're probably blown or something. So I wound up replacing all the bulbs for the interior lights to work. And for the sunroof, I don't know. I'll check it with it later. Besides that, it runs really good. And I get that e-brake fixed. And also get door locks fixed. And go from there. Door locks, e-brake, when I get the car, get the engine mounts replaced and the axles replaced in the car, I will wind up taking it to the Audi dealership, which I know is going to cost me out the ass. So what I'm going to do before I do that, after I replace the speedometer gauge, I'll take it up there and let them do that. And let them install that and everything else. I'll order it, pay for the gauge first, gauge cluster first. And I'll try to find a brand new one instead of ordering it from the dealership, because I know if I order it from the dealership, it'd be more expensive doing that instead of finding one online somewhere. I heard you can get a used one, but if you get a used one, from what I came across, pretty much everything from that vehicle and that vehicle only is going to be on there. The miles and everything else. And your mileage and everything is on your gauge cluster, because everything's programmed for your gauge cluster that was on your car that you took off. And you have to get that reprogrammed, you have to get that sent off or whatever. However that they do that, I don't know. It's people that fix them and everything else. I don't know of a place around here that fixes them. I need to check around and find out, so I don't really have to do that, because I'd rather just fix that and just pay a little bit of money to get them components fixed on it, so it actually works, instead of me paying out the butt. And glove box. Glove box is lovely. I got a door hinge screwed here, and you got this little bracket right here. I don't know if you can see that or not on the camera, but it's a little bracket right here that's holding the glove box in place. So yeah, the car's it's been wrecked one time. It was in one accident. Before that, it has a good history report on the vehicle. The damage for the car was on this side, on the driver's side, driver door, driver fender area. They replaced that, and they kept the factory hood. I don't know why the hood's that color, and the rest of the car looks fine. I'm not sure what happened there. I'm thinking something caught on fire maybe at one time. I don't know, but it never was nothing like that. I didn't see it on the history report for the vehicle. And yeah, so I'll give a couple of ramps for y'all. I don't know if y'all able to hear it or not, but I'll do this real quick. She does have an oil leak. I already fixed that too. The oil leak has to be fixed. Valve cover gaskets and the gasket. I replaced the gasket for the back side where the oil filter is, which this has come off completely. It's warm right now. Gotta take this off. All this wound up coming off. Most of this will come off actually. And this little bitty hose right here, I gotta figure out where I can get one of them at, because that one's brittle as hell. Brittle. Sorry for foul language. I want bleeping it out. But we'll get this fixed. The oil leak underneath this fixed for the oil. It's the seals. They're bad. Underneath here. I replaced the valve cover gasket seals. And hopefully nothing else is leaking on the back side of the motor. From what I found, from what I've seen, most leaks is from the top end for the oil. Nothing's below the valve covers or for the intake manifold. But it's a good car. It ain't too bad or anything. And I'm gonna get it fixed. Take me a while. Might be a few months before y'all see another video posted about this car. And we'll figure out what the original miles is when I get the speedometer gauge and all that fixed in that area. But she ain't bad. She rides really good though. Good suspension quality and everything. And everything else is good. There, let me turn this way. Everything's good on it though. Bottom fog lights, they're actually green. Don't know why I put green fog lights on the bottom of the car. But I want to get another front bumper and the bracket that holds the front bumper in place on each side, because the brackets are messed up and the front bumper's screwed up too. So whoever put this bumper on messed it up, and won't stay popped into place here because underneath the bracket underneath there, it holds this into place, is messed up. But overall, good car, not bad. If you know where to look for the parts, you can find them really cheap. And I'll write down the names of the places of every website that you can find the parts on for any Audi for cheaper parts, so you won't have to pay as much money for them either. And doing this video, I don't get paid for it or anything else. I don't have no subscribers or anything like that. I just post videos every once in a while for the heck of it, and do it for the fun of it. And there are other videos I look at to see how to do certain things for this car. And it's some tools I don't have yet that I gotta get before I start doing certain things. Most of the stuff I do have. Some of the stuff I don't have, which when I get to that point, I will have them and get them. It's gonna be a long process over a period of months. I wish it was weeks, but Maxie out. Y'all have a nice day, good afternoon, and happy late 4th of July, and God bless everybody.